Hello and welcome to a gameplay for all seasons. I'm sure it's not escaped your attention that Hogwarts Legacy did not appear at the Game Awards. Now obviously no one promised it would be, but there was a certain amount of expectation we would get something about Hogwarts Legacy there, which obviously we didn't. Now what does that actually mean for the game? Probably not as much as it may seem at first, and I will go on to tell you why that is. Remember, when we do hear something about Hogwarts Legacy, you'll be hearing about it all on this channel. We'll be breaking it down, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. So what is it that it actually means to the game? Well, clearly it means that the game is not completely ready yet. The game is not imminently releasing, otherwise we would have heard about that. But it doesn't mean that the game is cancelled. It doesn't mean it's in a huge amount of trouble. And the reason for that can be seen in a variety of tweets that we've had fairly recently. So the first is from Millier, which I've got on screen, and you can see in this one here, she was saying that although the assets are ready, i.e. what they wanted to show or want to show us when they give us the next update on Hogwarts Legacy, they are worried about the potential timing and they were waiting for Warner Brothers to sign off. Presumably, if Millier is correct, which we can only assume she is, then they didn't get their sign off and that's why it didn't appear at the Game Awards. So as you can see, that's not really a technical reason or issue with the game itself as to why it didn't appear. Now, the second tweet we've seen recently was in fact on the day of the Game Awards, and when I saw this, it's good news, but it did concern me they may be setting us up for not giving us something at the Game Awards. And the reason for that is you can see here that we've got 2 new studios have been announced as helping with Hogwarts Legacy. Now, obviously, when you're about to give bad news, it's quite good to soften that news. The bad news being it wasn't at the Game Awards, which I think they obviously knew people were hoping for. But instead, they've told us that the game is still going on and there are more studios getting involved. So we can easily infer from that the game is not cancelled. In terms of when we may get an update, I guess that's kind of anyone's guess. You have to stay somewhat tuned in to what people like Millier and other sources, there are various other places on Twitter and media outlets where you hear things. I guess it's just a matter of staying tuned to those places to understand when we will inevitably hear something on this game. I'll be covering all of that on this channel. As I said before, subscribe if you're interested.